I'm Audrey, and I'm going to show you what we are bringing on our tour across the United States. We will be departing in a short couple weeks' time, and I thought I'd show you what goes into our packing list. So the first thing we did to prepare for this is we compiled a few months ago, based on our trips here in California and other places, a list of all of the things you need. It's quite extensive. So what you need for a trip across the country are bags to hold all of these things, and these are called panniers. They fit right on the back of your bike or on the front of the bike. These are the back panniers for the back wheels, and they're a little larger. These are Urkels, made in Canada because we like the pockets. There are a lot of pockets. You can get to things quite easily. We'll show you that later. These are the front ones, much smaller, and they go in the front. So we've tested different systems where you can actually put the clothing directly in there. Some people have the philosophy that clothing just stuffed in those bags is better because it takes up less space. We've opted not to do that. We've opted to have each segment of different clothing in different bags. I like these Sea to Summit bags because they're waterproof. That helps in case of the rain. So I've chosen this green bag, and I will remember it. You have to set up systems to put all my bicycle gear in. So this is everything I'll wear bicycling. So in this bag I have long pants. These are long, it will get cold, so we have to remember that. A number of bicycle shorts. I have sports bras. Greg doesn't need those. And quick dry t-shirts. We chose to get quick dry and SPF t-shirts that we'll be wearing. This is a summer tour. And all of that stuffs nicely into this bag. So these are the bike. Since we are crossing the Rockies, we have to make sure that we have the right warmer clothes. These are woolen bicycle gloves. This is a little beanie. It's a beanie that fits underneath the helmet. This is a rain cover, so it covers over your helmet. And that goes, and then a warm fleece hat. It's a little bit dog dirty, but these are good to have. You can sleep with them, you can do all kinds of things. Here we are. So these are important piece of gear because after you finish riding you want to get in some comfy things. These are, I think they're Skechers. You can get them anywhere, all kinds of super light. These are the lightest things. They don't even weigh a pound. It's just really, really, really light. These are important to have as your camp shoes, hiking shoes. Flip-flops, important. Campsites, going to the bathroom, getting out in the middle of the night, and just comfort and things. Okay, bike gear, we know, helmet, other things that we choose to bring. So here's toiletries. So different various toiletries. We're going to be going in the summertime. Sunblock. I tend to take sunblock that's vegetable based and mineral based that doesn't sting my eyes. Here's my toiletry bags, a few tips here. That's just my little thing. Here, this solar moisture protection from Davina. See this? This is, I swear by this. Any athlete who is sweating like crazy, this does not sting your eye. I can promote this quite heavily.
So, this is our kitchen, and we have things to wash the dishes with. This opens up into a kind of a sink, a basin, and we have soap and a little scrubby sponge. Of course, we have toilet paper. We have it in a bag so it doesn't go all over the inside of the pannier, and condiments like cream and coffee. And then, of course, we have flatware. This is very important because when we can, we'll barbecue. We need to get things off the grill, and we're using titanium cookware and one that's non-stick, so we need things that won't scratch. Now, part of being a by gourmet cook on camping like this, we don't get a can of beef stew and just heat that up or just make pasta. We season things, we cook things, we have vegetables and meat, and so here's some seasonings, here's olive oil that's usually full, and of course a corkscrew, and plates. These are all plastic. You have the little handles so you can hold them when you're just sitting down, and those are somewhat a little bit insulated cups for our coffee. Also have wine glasses. They're plastic, and so we can drink wine in something other than a coffee cup.
And we also have a GoPro. Everybody knows the action camera GoPro mounts different places. Video is very good. Decided to bring this one too because it has a steady cam function. So we're going to be using both of these. Nice, very nice. Just a point and shoot camera from Sony also. Of course, your phone. And here are other things, chargers. Here's a little GoPro charger that goes with the GoPro, 2 batteries at the same time. We will be bringing some solar panels, so we'll be charging that. This is for the other camera, and so you need all of the wires and all of that. I put them all in this little ditty bag. This is for the iPod. This is for everything else. And of course, you have bike computers and strap. Garmin makes good ones. And then to mount things, we need different things. This mounts on the back. You'll see, we'll show you this later, how this works. Here's a little tripod in case we want to do stills or other shots without. So this is all. And it has its place. Everything has its place. The tripod here. This is all of the GoPro accessories. There's also a chest mount we will probably bring. And this is to mount on the helmet and all of the GoPro stuff. So we'll put the cameras away in their little pockets, and they go into. I have this little fancy one for here. This goes in here. And this will all then go into, put the cameras like that. And these will all then, accessories. Got a new device, and Greg will show you how this mounts to, this is for GoPro and other things for doing shots. We'll show you that later. Long shots. Whoops, there's no attachment to this. And we'll show you how that works another time. But this will attach to the bicycle too. Okay, so putting all that back. It's chest strap. So I think we have everything. This is a little thing I got for the SD cards that I'll be using to keep the SD cards sort of all sorted out.
I have a MacBook, which we'll be using a lot for some of the heavier duty tasks, uploading and maybe doing some video editing and that sort of thing. I like a mouse, so here's a little mouse. Here's a hotspot so we can get online. So we can read. This is so we can read the cards, the memory cards. Here's my camera. That's a pretty nice camera. Here's my, of course, a Kindle and a phone. And I have, a collection of cables and things like that. MacBook is kind of ideal for this, or at least the best out there, I think, right now, because it's so light. And not only is the computer light, but you can recharge it off of a battery through the USB port. And the cables, the recharging brick is also that's smaller than usual.
So here's another important thing, and this is because of safety. These jackets are made specifically for bicyclists. As you see, they are really bright. Got this also at REI. This one's a special one that has, you can take this off. Again, really reflective. It also provides wonderful Looks kind of funny, but it works. Wonderful wind protection, so it could be another layer, and it wicks also. It's a good thing. Made for bicycling, important thing to have.
This big red bag here, and I have this where I carry not only my sleeping bag and my mattress, I carry some of my clothing in here as well, and fill that up pretty much, and that allows me to keep these partially empty, so when we get food at the market before we stop at camp, I've got someplace to put it. So just to kind of go through what I have here, we have a couple of solar collectors. This one we got a few years ago. So this is a solar panel, and we can also recharge this from an outlet, and it has a USB recharger. This is our newer solar panel, and this has more capacity. It's sort of similar to this. It has basically a battery inside with a big solar panel, so this also can recharge our USB devices. A couple of spare tubes with baby powder on them, so it lubricates them easier to put in the tire.
So, remember the list is there. Again, our favorite, Sea to Summit. I prefer smaller bags, stuffing it in my sleeping bag. So in this sleeping bag we'll stuff a few things. So this is the sleeping bag. This is our tent. It's a 3-person tent. We'll show you on the trip what it's like. It's about 6 pounds. It's kind of heavy, but we decided to get a 3-person tent for more room, and you'll see it when it's set up why we like it. So for this, we stuff everything for sleeping. This is a Big Agnes insulated Q core. This is the long one. You'll see it's great. It's thick. You sleep like a baby on it. It's a inflatable. This is all the bed stuff. So all the bed stuff will be put in here, and we just stuff it in like this. You can see it's stuffed. I bring a pillowcase, and I bring a pillow. This is your standard, get it at REI pillow, and that stuff's in here too. So we stuff it in. These are compressible bags, compression bags, and you'll see that you just squeeze it in and it will get smaller. And it should stay that way. So there we are.
Okay, this is the standard REI first aid kit of this size, and we put more things in it. So it has a lot of things in case we need to patch ourselves up or patch somebody else up that doesn't have anything.
Shows a waterproof bag for a very important piece of gear, which is a warm jacket. These lofty down jackets that are very popular these days are really good to have, and you wear them at camp. We'll show you that when we're on our trip, that this is an important, and since it's down, always good to have it in waterproof.
One thing we are carrying that probably no other bike packers we will find are carrying are chairs. We have 2 of them, so you can relax at camp, and they don't weigh that much. And I'm carrying these in the place that used to be for the tent, this long tube here.
So now you've seen what we have and what we're bringing. I'm going to show you how to put all this stuff in the panniers and put it on the bike. So, first philosophy is that you try to put a lot of the heavier things in the front and the lighter things in the back. And so that's what we're going to try to do. So we'll do the backs first, and you'll see how we do that. So front panniers. So these are the ones that are accessible and usually are heavy. So you can put the heavier gear, heavier things in here. After doing this for a number of years, you learn what works best for you. Everybody has their own system. Greg has his own system, and this is my system. So I think we're set. Water bottles. And now I'll show you how to put this on your bicycle. We have a dog in the way. Watch out, Zoe. Thank you. I guess he is going to help us. So now we're ready to go. It's very heavy. We have calculated the weight of everything. The bike itself is about 31 pounds. All of the gear is another 60 plus pounds, so 62 pounds on my bike, and another, Greg's bike is heavier, and it's, so all in all we are carrying about 90 pounds plus 90, plus, I weigh more than 90, plus the weight of myself. So it's pretty tough, but we go slow.